Well, this is generally I would say a socialist issue, right? This is
Okay, fantastic.
people that dislike people that have become successful from their business practices.
Yeah, I don't want you to psychologize, like just pretend to really be him. He probably wouldn't say that,
No,
right?
no, he would not say that.
Okay, so he'd say this criticism comes from the left. It comes from socialists,
So
right?
yes, comes from socialists.
Okay, fantastic. So then I would say, so socialists are really concerned with the well-being of humanity, right? Which is why they criticize pretty much the time of the greatest economic growth in human history and the foundation for the wealth of the modern world. They criticize 19th century America, robber barons and exploitation and child labor and blah, 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 right?
Yes, yes.
And so socialists are really, really concerned with the health and well-being of humanity. So this is why they, of all the times throughout history and all the places across the world, this is where they choose to focus on. A time when workers are getting richer, when child labor is ending for the first time in human history, when slavery is ending, when the emancipation of women is well underway. This is the time period they choose to attack. And I would say to this socialist, and I would say to you if you were playing a socialist, do you think that 19th century America was better for human beings in America than, say, Stalinist Russia?
Well, I don't know his exact opinion, but I would say yes, because that is common sense to say yes, it is much better, or it was.
Yeah, and anyone who says that's not true, again, is just an ideologue so far up their own ass that they might as well bring a flashlight and a helmet and to give themselves a colonoscopy, right?
Yes.
And so I would say, okay, of all the societies in the world across history, past, present, where would you rank 19th century America in terms of destructive effects on human life? I would just ask them to rank that, because they're choosing to focus on this, right?
Would it be in the top 100? No.
It would not be in the top 1,000.
Agreed. Okay.
Right? I mean, there's hundreds, 280 or whatever it is countries right now, but God, I mean, which way are the footprints heading in the planet? It's not to Qatar. It's not to Saudi Arabia, right?
Absolutely.
And so why would you focus on this, right? I mean, there's so many other cultures and countries, right? Why aren't you focusing on the 30 million people murdered by Chairman Mao just as part of the Great Famine and associated disasters? Or the 10 million Ukrainians murdered by the forced collectivization of the farms under Stalinist Russia? Or the, 100 million people killed by communism in the 20th century alone. You can look up the big black book of communism for more on this, right? What about 1940s Germany, right? Which was the National German Workers, wait for it, Socialist Party was the Nazi party. Socialist Party. The communists and the socialists were fighting it out. Yay, Germany, yay, Europe, right? So of all, I'd ask them, okay, quick, sort by destruction to human life, where is 19th century America? And if they say, well, it's really high up, then they say, well, there were a lot of really stupid immigrants around, weren't they? Because everybody was trying to get to America. I mean, they were riding the backs of great white sharks to try and get to America. I don't care if I lose 4 fingers, I'm sure I can buy new ones in America, right? Everybody and their dog was trying to get into 19th century America.
Yes.
So then they were all completely retarded with their own lives and futures, but you, as a socialist, are really, really smart at figuring out just how bad 19th century America was, even though just about everyone in the world tried to get in. So I would simply say, why are you focusing on 19th century America? Now, there's a reason why socialists must focus on 19th century America, because it puts a complete lie to all of the socialist theories. According to the socialist theories, everyone should have been getting poorer. Why? Because the capitalists owned the means of production. Everyone should have been getting poorer. Everyone should have been dying. Everyone should have been starving to death. Disease should have been rampant. Society should have been collapsing. Everything should have been a complete disaster. Instead, things were getting better and better, right?
Yes.
So that's why they have to go and slander this one time, because they don't want you to look at the facts, because the facts deny the efficacy of socialism. And it's inhumane, ghastly, sociopathic shit, frankly, to focus on the one of the few times in human history where the workers were getting richer, where society was getting richer, and ignoring and literally stepping over 100 million bodies to go and say, the fact that they were selling kerosene cheaper makes them really bad people.
How dare they?
100 million fucking bodies for your socialist paradise. You stepping all over them. You know, that guy who founded libraries and opened them to the public for free, he was a robber baron. Really? Chairman Mao, Stalin, the Khmer Rouge, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, are you basing your philosophy on the fact that someone beat you up at the Monopoly character with the monocle? I mean, are you kidding me? How many bodies are you going to step over to bitch about 19th century America, which everyone tried to get in? You know, lots of people trying to get out of Russia. Lots of people died trying to get out of Russia. Lots of people died trying to get over the Berlin Wall to get out of Germany. Tens of thousands of people have died trying to get out of fucking Cuba to get to America. And you're like, America's really bad. You sons of bitches, you unholy, unfeeling, human-hating, murderous, fascist bastards. That is the one place you should be praising if you give a shit about human beings and any kind of success that they can achieve. That is the one place you should be going saying, wow, we really got to learn from this. Because that is the time when the workers got richer after approximately 1 billion years of starvation. This is the time when the workers got richer. This is the time when people got better. This is the time when society got freer. This is where everyone tried to get to. Let's go and learn from that. But what you'd learn from that is socialism is a murderous machine of human disassembly, and capitalism is a glorious rocket to a brighter future. And they don't want to say that. They don't want to say that because they don't understand IQ. And the reason they don't understand IQ is they're fucking stupid. Stupid people don't understand IQ. Listen, nobody should give me all of Apple stock because there's way better people at maximizing the value of Apple than me, because I'm focusing on a different area. In the same way, they should not give Tim Cook the world's biggest philosophy show because he'll drive it into the ground. The allocation of scarce resources to the most competent people is exactly what anyone who cares about human life should be focused on. Getting our scarce resources into the hands of the people who can do the most with them and make the most out of them is exactly, if we care about human life and not being some parasitical, remora, sucking blood vampire asshole taking the life out of the future. If we really care about human life, we say, what conceivable system could we have that puts the most of our scarce resources into the hands of those who can do the best with them? That is the free market. Like it or not, the free market relentlessly pushes resources to high IQ people who can maximize their value. That's what the free market does. It says, high IQ, here you go. Low IQ, not so much. Smart? Take this stuff. Dumb? Don't take this stuff. Now, dumb people, if they weren't dumb, would say, well, of course, dumb people, because they're dumb, they say, well, that's not fair. He's getting a big mansion, and I've only got to live in this apartment. I only get a trailer. Yeah, better than a fucking cave, isn't it? And if you don't let the rich guys have the mansion, you don't even get the apartment. You want a cure for cancer? How about we give our resources to the people who are the very best at figuring out a cure for cancer? That's only going to happen through the free market. It ain't going to happen because Joe Biden's doing shit. Relentless reallocation of resources to those who can best maximize them. That is what the free market does. That is what the free market relentlessly does. And idiots get resentful because they're too stupid to know that giving the most resources to the smartest people benefits the stupidest people and the least competent people the most. And yes, I am fully cognizant now that I am calling people stupid in a podcast. This came up a couple of weeks ago. I've crossed the Rubicon. I have. I watched Making a Murderer. I'm not turning back, baby. So yes, apologies to the prior caller. I am now calling people stupid. And that is, now, stupid is a gene set that wants to survive, though. And stupid is a gene set that doesn't want to wait a year or two for the smart people to come up with the next cool thing to distract stupid people from being stupid.
Absolutely.
Can I get an Xbox so I don't have to look into my one-tooth, neck-bearded, idiotic, blank-eyed, vacant stare of drooling nothing-headness? Give me an Xbox. I'm sorry, you're going to have to allow smarter people to have resources so that you can get an Xbox in a year. No! I want something now because I'm stupid. So the free market will take shit out of poor people's hands and stupid people's hands. Not that they're always the same, but they're not always opposite. Right? So the free market will it's like you take the candy away from the baby. No, you can't handle that. You can't take the chainsaw away from the toddler. Can't handle it. That's something that's never get on an AFV because they're going to behead themselves. Take the steak knives away from the toddlers and give it to the sous chefs because they can do something with it other than cut a third nostril into the side of their head. So this is what the free market is, gently taking stuff out of dumb people and giving it to smart people. And what the smart people build benefits everyone. Benefits everyone. An idiot with an IQ of 70 can work a cell phone now. They sure as hell couldn't work a UNIVAC back in the 50s.
Yes.
Didn't work that way, right? Right? And so I'm going to put numbers and you can dial. You can just push it now. You don't even have to wait for the dialer to go back round because you're too impatient. Right? So society relentlessly takes stuff out of dumb people's hands and puts it into smart people's hands if you have a free society, but the smart genes don't like that because they're too stupid to know that amazing benefits are going to come back if you let that process happen. So they just want shit in the here and now, and that's usually because they've made so many stupid decisions that they can't afford to wait, right?
Absolutely.
So they've eaten too many fucking bumbleberry pies, and now they've got diabetes. So they can't wait. Oh, don't worry, because if you let smart people have the medical resources, you'll get a cure for diabetes in a year or two. Yes, but then I'll have no feet, no eyes, and I'll be dead. So can't wait for that. Got to take shit away from smart people and give it to dumb people because dumb people have made too many stupid choices.
Use that new phone to call the welfare office. There you go.